Looks like in order to create miracles, just gotta go with the flow. Up, Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Blue Lock Chapter 104. So, last chapter, after Isagi had his awakening and made that incredible shot, we got an explanation from Ego about the awakenings we have had thus far. So, what they're called, they're basically called flow. But, the thing is that the awakenings we have seen are basically incomplete. We haven't seen their complete forms yet. And based on the art that we've gotten from Nomura thus far, oh man, when we've gotten their complete forms, oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. Third selection tryout score 5-4. Winner Team A, Rin, Shirao, Isagi, Nanase, Hiyori. That miracle mixed with the mysterious play is called flow. Isagi's evolution leads to a decisive goal and a victory that surpassed Rin and Shirao. It's kind of like a Gohan moment if you think about it. Isagi-san, holy crap! And this chapter is titled Trance. What a super goal! As unreachable as Rinkan and Shirao-san were, you completely broke right past them and scored with a direct shoot. How do you manage that? That was godly. I mean, I don't really get it myself, but it sort of went just like Hiyori said. That scared me. Once I thought by reflex, my previously it was translated as reverse, so that was the translator's bad, but yeah. Once I thought by reflex, my body ran straight there, and I'm not gonna lie, it does remind me of what we've seen in other series as of late, especially Dragon Ball Super. When, I'm sorry if you have not read the manga or caught up with Dragon Ball Super manga, you're gonna be spoiled, and fuck you, you should be caught up with the manga anyway. So basically, recently in Dragon Ball Super manga, and this is Goku reaching perfected Ultra Instinct. He said that I ain't thinking at all, my body just doing its thing. And that's what this really reminds me of. What the heck? A new move? An awakening? It's making me flutter. God, it sounds so fucking creepy. It really is. Like, that's no homo, man. Major no homo. Alright, man, just get off me. Sorry. Yeah, that makes it really major no homo moment. Nice one, Isagi Yoichi. I can feel your cells sparking. Oh, God. Dude. Shirao, I love you, man, but that's a major phrasing. That really is. Seriously, man. Seriously. Shirao. I think I'll quite like it when I think I'll quite like it when you explode. Oh my god. Shirao, I mean, you're tied with Bakura for my favorite character in this manga, but man, that is some major phrasing, and I wish you would say no homo. I really wish you would say that. I really do. What super goal? You can't even understand the breakdown of your own shoot. You just got lucky and stole my goal. Isagi, you pissed me off after all. Woo. You know what? Ren, to an extent, is right. He really is. Minus, you know, the stealing his goal. So, Ren, you're being an asshole with this shit, with the stealing your goal. Fucking ass. But, he is right about the super goal stuff. That you can't even understand the breakdown of your own shoot and you just got lucky. He is absolutely correct about that. If you can't even understand the breakdown of your own shot, like that fucking sucks. It really does. Saki's gonna have to really watch that. But like, at first I was thinking, okay, maybe Rin is acknowledging this goal at least a little bit, but but right now Rin is just more salty. He really is salty as fuck, because he's like, that was my goal, you asshole. You took it from me. Hey, number one, just admit it already. If you can't even acknowledge someone else, you'll go from being second rate down to third rate. I fucking love Shidao, man. Shidao tells it like it is. He really does. And this is why I love characters like Shidao. They're brutally honest and tell it like it is, and he's fucking right. Rin, you're just being a salty asshole. At least for that last play, I'd say Isagi Yoichi was the real number one. Woo! The fact that Shidao admits that says a lot, and it really makes me respect Shidao a lot more. It really does. And I already love Shidao. If you're not a Shidao fan, by now you should be. Because the fact that he acknowledges Isagi and he admits that he for that moment was better than him, that it takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of guts for one thing. And also, you know how fucking Shidao is. Shidao is very egotistical. He really is. The fact that he's saying this says a lot. How tepid. Since the match is over, no matter what we do, we can't get carded anymore, right? You bug-ass antennae freak. Hey, you want to go then, so-called number one? Guys, don't! Hey, quit it, you numbnuts. A sucker like you who smiles while your teammate steals your goal will never become the best in the world. Oh, Rin, you're being such an asshole. Here's the thing that Shidao does. That Shidao does right. That Rin doesn't. Is, even though Shidao is very, very egotistical and wants to be the best striker in the world, and, you know, the rest of the team is like this, the rest of their team is like this as well, at least they'll acknowledge when another player on the team is gets the shot and does well. They're not being an asshole. And as like you who can't see the beauty of other people, the beauty of other people will never become the best in the world, you self-conscious number one. Woo! See, Shidao said what I was thinking, what I just said. He's right. He is fucking right. He is. Oh, hell yes! Fight! I love these kind of brawls. It's like Fight Club. Oh, damn. So damn childish. Can't believe we lost to him. Any further acts of violence during the selection will result in disqualification. Break up immediately and prepare for the next match. Stop it already, you moron. Come on, stop. Ugh. It's over. Third selection tryouts. First match completed. Meanwhile, in the, monitor room. For that goal, I, first feinted to the other side before, stepping back and stealing behind Karasu. Then I sneaked, into Otoya and Rin's blind spot. Question here. Did you have all that planned out ahead of time? Nah, it's kind of like as I was thinking and, as I was moving, I was reacting. So this is a little bit different, than what we saw in Dragon Ball Super. Because in Dragon Ball Super, Goku was just moving. He was moving. And at the end, while avoiding the space between Rin and Shidao, I broke free and shot through. Wow, that's just crazy. So it was all kind of that, what you were sensing in that moment? Yeah, I guess so, but I think that was the first time I've ever moved so elaborately. I didn't actually expect you to score either. I made that pass thinking either Rin-kun or Shidao-kun would pick it up. You know, reflecting and analyzing your own plays like this is a really important thing for you to do right now, Isagi-kun. And I'm going to say this, it's not just Isagi doing that. any player in any sport should do that. And it just makes me think of like, it makes me think of football in particular because what quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers have done. Aaron Rodgers does this all the time. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning used to do this. Andrew Luck, before he retired, used to do this. Eli Manning used to do it. Is what they would do is they would spend so much time watching film of themselves, and try to see where they need to improve upon. And yeah, they would obviously watch film of defenses from the other side, to see what their defenses are like and see where they need to see what formations they need to do. But yeah, that's something that any athlete should be doing, is watching film of themselves to see how plays are executed, and see what was working, and see what didn't work. Any athlete should be doing that. Anyway. By the way, Hiyori, why didn't you give me that advice about thinking by reflex? I wouldn't have scored without that. Isaki-kun, are you into video games? I guess, though I mostly play football-based games. I'm a huge gamer myself. You know about those tile matching games? Like Tetris and Puyo Puyo? Yeah, in those games you start out slow, so you have time to plan your moves, right? But by the end, they're way too fast, so you don't have the time to think about it, right? A play speed required to coexist with Rin-kun and Shidao-kun is about as difficult as that. Oh, that is so true. I see. You can't catch up if you move the same as at the start. Things wouldn't go the way you wanted them to. But you understand the concept to erase blocks. How are the game pieces piled up right now? Which block do I have right now? And which block is coming next? You understand, think, and then act. The best gamers can process that information at high speed and are able to press the buttons to get the best course of action by reflex. And it's not just like Tetris and shit like that. Think about it with shooter games and stuff like that. Especially like online game. I'm gonna use online multiplayer, like Call of Duty or Battlefield Bad Company. Or Bad Company is old as fuck. Or just the Battlefield series or Halo. You gotta use strategy to and move by reflex to avoid getting shot and being able to get kill shots and stuff, and just move to find vehicles. Like after a while, you move the controller by reflex. You know which buttons to press. For me, I hate Xbox controllers. I do. I can't use them. The buttons are just way too close together, and the way my fingers are, it just doesn't work for me. With like a PlayStation controller, and now the Switch, it was weird for me at first, but now with the Switch, I've gotten used to it. But when you're using a new controller for the first time, you have to you're trying to look and see which button, or when you're playing a game for the first time, and you have to learn the controls. You just look at it at first and then look to see where you're going. And then once you know, it's just reflex from there. That's what this is making me think of. That can also be applied to football. And in all reality to other sports too. Can you see why? Makes sense. So that's why they call video games an esport. Dude, that does make sense. I see. So in that moment, I could understand. Remember, where is everyone, and what are they planning? What weapons can I use at this moment, and where will the next pass come? Processing all of my abilities simultaneously at top speed, I was able to arrive at the shoot point before anyone else. God, Nomura, I love this art. It's so perfect. Yep, but that was the result of everything you've built up until now. It may look like you got all incredible out of nowhere, but in reality, what you can do all came together in that moment, escalating your speed. So it's not a new technique. The software is still the same, but the hardware was upgraded. Right. Something like if your smartphone's connection went from 4G to 5G. Oh, definitely. Or if you switch from that, it's like saying if you switch from Getro PCS to Verizon. That's the best example of this. That's the truth behind that sensation. Something that almost makes me forget about myself. A trance. See what you did here, Manga. And God, no more of this art. But I think that was something I only managed to pull off because the right conditions came together, which is true. It is true. When you have the right conditions, it works. You have, for certain things, you have to have the right conditions. It's and just think of it this way, like for JRPGs, for example, like Final Fantasy, you have to have like enough mana. You have to have the right weapon, and like you have to have enough mana. The magic has to be compatible. Compatible against the enemy, and otherwise, you're not going to be able to destroy the enemy. And also, you gotta have a white mage on your team. Rin and Shida fighting amongst themselves was what allowed me to move easily behind them. And above all, if you two weren't there, this would all have been impossible. So thanks, Nanase Hiyori. Well, to be honest, I could only really catch up to you, Sagi-san. What do you mean? Sorry if this sounds rude, but Rinkan and Shida-san's movements felt like they were in a different dimension, so I couldn't figure them out. But in your case, I felt like I could understand a bit what you were going for. Hey, thanks to that, it widened my options for making plays, so I don't mind at all. What you did was huge, really. And Hiyori-san was on fire too. I just played like I always do, but I did get pretty pumped up seeing such an interesting play right at the end. Since you managed to score that goalie, Sagi-kun, Nanase-kun and I also managed to show ourselves off. I believe the three of us did all we could have done, and that's what makes a good player. When you're able to, and a good example, again, I'm going to bring up quarterbacks, is when a quarterback is able to bring out the talent of nameless wide receivers. Example, look at Aaron Rodgers. Gotta use the Aaron Rodgers example, and also I'll use the Tom Brady. I can use the Tom Brady, even though it's more Bill Belichick than anything else. And you know what? I gotta use Russell Wilson in this situation too. I'll use Russell Wilson as well. Look what quarterbacks like Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers do. And yeah, I'm gonna use Peyton Manning, and I can use Peyton Manning in this as well. Look what they have done. Look what they do for wide receivers. They use no-name wide receivers they utilize them all the time. So like when in the case of Packers, when Devontae Adams was out, and now Lazard gone. We don't. Jordy Nelson's gone now. He's been gone for a long ass time now. We've lost a lot of our big players. We have, and what has he done? He's just able to adapt and utilize our other receivers that we have, and they've turned it out, and that shows you when you're able to show off players like that. That shows you how talented you are as a quarterback. And also look at again another example, Russell Wilson. Look what Russell Wilson has been able to do with wide receivers this year. Oh my God, Russell Wilson's been amazing. And I can use Deshaun Watson as an example as well. Oh my God, Deshaun Watson has been incredible too. Holy shit. God. Jesus Christ. If you aren't watching the NFL for political reasons, you're fucking dumb. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. You're dumb because you're missing a lot of the games this year have been so freaking amazing. Oh my God, the games have been fantastic. Anyway, I believe the three of us did all we could have done. Yeah, we sure did. I've got no regrets. Me neither. Now we just wait for the results. Good job with the tryouts. Gee, that hurt. My bad. I was able to acquire this new sensation, but I haven't mastered it yet. I'm glad that Isagi said that. Because otherwise, if he would have mastered it, it would have been too much like a Gary Stu situation, and I would be mad. That sensation of going into a trance, I need to be able to reproduce it. I love this panel. This panel right here of him, you know, Isagi saying he's going into a trance. It's very much like what we saw with Sakura in Moonland. It very much reminds me of Sakura in Moonland. And if I can learn to use it freely, I can go even higher. Yeah. It's about time. The next match is about to start. The second match. The third selection tryout. 5 versus 5. Team A versus Team C. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Finally, I can fight by your side, Nagi. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Hey, Nagi. You better watch me closely. Isagi has proven himself, which means it's my turn next. Resurrect, Mikage Ryo. Sure, let's go. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to probably see a Ryo awakening. We are. And I can't wait to see Ryo's awakening. But here's the thing that I really liked about this chapter. I liked the reflection that we've had. And I really love Shidao's character. I really love what Shidao said. I thought that was really brilliant what he said. It shows how genuine Shidao is as a character. It really does. He's not like a complete asshole. Well, he can be an asshole, but he's only assholes to people that are egotistical bastards. And he just, because what Shidao wants, he just wants to play with talented people. That's all he wants. That's all Shidao wants to do. He doesn't want to deal with small fry. Nah, he don't have time for that shit. I'm really curious what you guys think. I really like I'm curious what you guys think of Shidao's character. In regards to Rin, I totally understand why Shidao clashing with Rin, because Rin's being such an asshole. He really is. But I will say this, up to that point, up until, Isagi watched, the footage, I totally understand where Rin was coming from. But when Rin was saying his shot was stolen and all that shit, that's where he kind of crossed the line. I was just like, it's just like, Rin, come on, man. Come on. I know you guys are all shooting to be the best in the world and you're all egotistical. You're supposed to be egotistical assholes, but to an extent, right, kiddies? But you really crossed the line there, man. At least like, acknowledge what happened. Anyway, very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Blue Lock content, there's a few ways you could do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.